You know what I'm saying? Don't pay. You know what I'm
So
saying?
would you ever
That's
would
like
you
somebody
ever
said, you got a little bit of money. Like,
We're
come on, man.
live.
I ain't got a little
would
bit of
you ever
money.
think about getting the patches of hair, transferred
No,
to your head,
no,
Jesus.
no. Because
like
I like
getting
my
hair
body.
implanted in your head?
I like my body.
Oh
Oh,
God.
okay.
So we're
You know
just
what I
gonna
mean? Women
start the
just
show off
randomly
talking
touch my head for
about
no reason.
Wayne's
Huh?
patchy beard.
Listen,
Ah!
man. I'm handsome.
How
I don't
long
care
you
what
been?
nobody talking about.
How long you been bald, bro?
Since 26, my hairline been chewed since 26.
So was you one of them cats that was holding on for dear life? Like, yo, I
Nope.
don't want to
Because the
let it
moment
go.
I saw that I was gonna go that route, I was like, nah, I can't. I'm too thorough for this. I can't shape up. I can't Aaron McKee. You know what I'm saying? I can't
Oh
be like I'm gonna
my
shape up the McDonald's
God.
arch. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
So it
No,
was the hairline, or was it like a patch in the
no.
head?
It was
Which
right
one?
here.
It was
It was
it's
right
right
here.
on the sides. Oh, you can't hide that.
Yeah.
Oh
Y'all,
No.
please
shit.
No.
forgive them. Y'all, we're gonna wait for some folks to come in. Share the live, share it on your timelines. Invite some people in to come and watch the Battle Buddies podcast. We are live and it's Tuesday. And we're talking about Wayne's bald head and his patchy beard.
Nobody said my beard was patchy, but you.
Adrian said that your beard was
I
patchy.
don't remember
I
him saying that.
I didn't say
Did you say
that.
that?
Oh, maybe
No,
it
I
sounded
didn't.
like you said patchy. Oh,
Did
you
you see him
said
say that?
patches of
No,
hair.
I
He
said
said, "Would
patches
you
of
ever
hair,
get patches of
patches
hair?"
of hair,
Right.
put to his head so he can have a full head of hair.
I don't need hair. Like women love the baldy, yo.
Yeah, say it again. Say it again.
Women love the baldy. I was in the
Women,
supermarket. Some lady was like,
yo,
"Sir, I hope you're approachable, but I really like your hair. Can I?" And then she said, "Can I touch it?" But touched it at the same time. She's like, "Can I touch it?"
I
I was
try
like,
to
"All right."
tell my brothers that's losing their hair. I'm like, bro, women love bald haired brothers.
They
Like,
love it, bro.
let it
Yeah, we don't
go.
like guys with receding hairlines and hair falling out like that.
Right. Like,
Just
bro,
cut that shit off.
let it
Word.
go. Let it
That's
go.
whack. You look
In
old as shit.
the You know what I'm saying? In the infamous
You look like you're
words of
struggling.
Frozen, I don't know what the character's name is, but
Let it go.
let it
Elsa.
go.
Frozone? Oh,
What's
Frozen. She said.
Yeah, Frozen. I
Elsa.
don't know the character name. What's the girl name?
Elsa.
Elsa.
Elsa. Yeah,
Mhm.
let it go. Simple.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you
Mhm.
got somewhat of facial hair too. Women love that, and they want to touch that
Word.
old dusty bald head. You know what I'm saying? I'm hating because that ain't never been my life.
I
So,
like men with hair.
dang Wayne. Oh,
What?
oh.
Yo, that's the second week you did that. No, that's the second week you did that. Because last time, because I said something to you, I said if I was dateable, and I was basically just having a conversation me and you have behind the scenes all the time about me being too nice, right? See, we brought Adrian in on the behind the scenes talk. He tried to play me. He was like, wah, wah. I'm like, nobody was trying to go at Didi live on air. That's the homie. Like, we had this conversation behind the scenes. You try to
No,
style
brother.
on me. Hey, that's crazy,
I
bro.
didn't try to style. I was just like,
You
oh,
did.
because
You said, wah, wah. Like, I got
nah,
shot down. I remember that.
no, no,
I was
no,
salty. I
no, no,
held on
no.
to that all week.
The way she
Facts.
said it, it was just like,
Y'all
oh man,
crazy.
dang. It's like bow, you know what I'm saying?
I
Bow,
didn't feel no. I didn't feel no
bow.
kind of way. We have that
Y'all
discussion.
crazy.
You did because you won't let it go. So you did. You did. You did.
I'm only introduce this man so he could. You know what I'm saying? Please introduce him. Please
Look, we are the
introduce him.
Battle Buddies. It's Tuesday. We live. If y'all on here watching, please share the live on your timeline. Invite some people to watch it. We got some great topics tonight. We want to hear y'all opinions. We're gonna step on some toes. We're gonna piss some people off. But I'm going to introduce my co-hosts for the night. We have Adrian Taylor, aka
Mr. GC.
aka
Hey, Deezy. Please say the Deezy.
Please say the Deezy.
and then we have Mr. Wayne Stephen, aka
Wheezy S maybe.
aka
Seven the gentleman. Seven the gentleman.
oh my god. Oh,
Wheezy
that
S
was
maybe.
funny. I'm sorry.
Hold up. Time. Wait.
Okay.
What is that? Wait. Time out. Flag on the.
What?
What is that? Wheezy
What's
S.
what?
Wheezy S.
Wheezy S maybe. Wheezy S, that's Wayne Stephen. Maybe that's the play on baby. Wheezy F baby. Please. So I basically dovetailed off of what you had.
My God.
You feel me?
Okay. Oh,
Adrian, there's no level of salt that you could come in with today and come like my weekend was so fly. Like you could say anything to me today, and I'm chilling.
Oh, that was
How
fun.
fly was it?
Chill, bro. You wilding right now. You doing a lot.
He do this. Yo, you do this. You bring it up. Hey man, I'm talking today. Y'all see this? Like I chill. I go back in the corner a little
Can I
bit if
get an
y'all want me to.
introduction?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, go hard.
All right. I'm just asking a question. But
Nah, it was cool.
we also
Nice showing
have,
weekend, man.
you know what I'm saying? Our girl Didi Leggett, aka
The core queen.
aka.
That bitch.
Ooh,
Hey,
that part.
BYTCH.
Hmm.
You know?
Please capitalize the B. Please.
You could put a miss in
Please.
front of it too.
Oh,
Well,
hey.
we got a lot of topics to cover tonight. It's been some stuff going on this planet. I don't know what's going on in the world, but we are going to start off with, first of all, sending our condolences to the 8 people that died at the Travis Scott concert, the Astroworld concert. Definitely a tragedy. It's been all over the news. It's been a whole bunch of crap going on about it, talking about it. Nobody really knows what's going on, but it's a lot of he say, she say, blaming, point fingers. And I think I just read something right before we got on that the FBI has been put on the case. I don't know why. And I also just read before we got on that the security team, I think the head of security made a statement and said that they were grossly understaffed that night. So I don't know. But yeah, my condolences go out to the families. And if you guys want to talk about it, chime in. Let's hear what you got to say.
Go ahead.
No.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
Mm-mm.
initially when the news first broke about it, Didi hit me up and she was like, what we were leaning on first initially out the gate was the fact that the 8 deaths were the subtitle to the actual story, and the initial story was how shaken up, Travis and Kylie were so shaken up at the 8 deaths of these people nobody cares about. Like that's how they presented it. Then, the internet, who is there, they are undisputed and undefeated. They got a spin of it, and they started talking about the imagery and what was going on with the deaths, and it. I'm not even gonna get into all that just now. That's just too. Again, there are things I believe, there's things I don't believe, so I keep a lot of my beliefs to myself. In this case, I will, unless coaxed to do otherwise. But a lot of us talking about Travis's negligence. I'm gonna shoot him some bail only briefly because, like, when you're performing for that many people, it's hard to see everything going on around you. But the one video I did see where he saw, and he's still like doing his little auto-tune chant, it was very. It's that stuff your grandma used to warn you about. That ain't nothing but the devil. Like she used to say that to you. You got a nice Southern grandma hit you with that ain't nothing but the devil. That's exactly what that felt like as he watched that young man get crowd surfed to someplace unconscious.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll speak on briefly. Well, first of all, let's full disclosure. I am in the music industry, so I probably know a little bit more than most. But I'll speak on it from a standpoint of. I want to first talk about his apology video, which is very disturbing to me. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. I'm not sure why it is how it is, but it's weird. I just think maybe he should just put out a statement, let the video alone. I don't know. But there was a lot of talk about the capacity of the concert and how they were letting more people in that should have been there. They were just still letting people in, even though they were past max capacity, which was the issue anyway. And there are a lot of things in the music industry that are symbolic and demonic and satanic. So I'll just leave that at that. like I said, my condolences go out to the family. It's sad. It's a kid in the hospital now that's in a coma because of this tragedy, who got trampled on. They took Travis Scott's emote off of Fortnite, which is huge. It's a huge platform for him. He does the Astroworld concert on Fortnite, which is pretty freaking awesome. If you've not watched it on Fortnite, it's pretty freaking amazing. The graphics is crazy. He's huge for the kids. The kids love him. It's just unfortunate that happened. So I don't know ins and outs, because it's kind of weird that the first order of business would be for them to sue him and Drake. That's just weird. I don't know, because I'm not sure if that was the thing that happened with what was her? Was it Ariana Grande when the people got shot at that concert?
London.
Like, I don't think that was the storyline for that.
Right.
So it's just weird how everything's coming out with that. And like Wayne said, that first headline we read, it was about Kylie. They were saying Kylie Jenner was safe and these people died. Like, what? Why wouldn't she be safe? She wasn't in the damn crowd. Like, why was that even a story? Like, 8 people died. So, you know.
But you know what the crazy part is? As a society, we did that. We made celebrities' lives more valuable than ours.
Yep.
We do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, a death is a death. If she stopped breathing and I stop breathing, we're going to get buried in the same dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Her dirt might not even be better than mine. It's just going to be the same dirt.
Yep.
But we pedestalize and idolize, like literal idol worship these people so much that regular human lives are trivial.
Yep.
Like, to have 8 lives lost and treated like a footnote.
It's kind of like the same concept when the crash with Kobe and his daughter, as if the other people on the helicopter didn't die.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. Cause I remember, and it's crazy because it was like Kobe Bryant and the other 5 families, or however they worded it. And it's like, those people had people that love them too.
It's not a story.
Because if he wasn't on the helicopter, we wouldn't have even known about it.
No.
Yeah.
So you know, I mean, you know, I have a whole bunch of thoughts about it, but I just have really a question. You know, when the situation happened at Ariana Grande's concert, you know, the people murder her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't remember there being a big deal made of it.
I remember there was a big deal about what happened, but they didn't. People rallied around her, like, and made her, you know, make sure she was okay, and everything like that. I don't know. That's why I was saying, like, was that the first order of business? Was it to sue her? And that's what I was just like, I don't know if that's the norm.
It was. Here's the thing. It was for Heavy D and Puff when that happened at City College back in like 1993. There was a celebrity basketball game at City College in New York. It was a real big story in New York. I don't know how it played nationally, but Heavy D was a super duper star at the time. Puff was on the come up, just starting Bad Boy. Just got Craig Mack kind of moving, and they had a celebrity basketball game. And it was the same thing that occurred where like some kids got trapped, suffocated. Actually, the brother of the guy, one of the guys who died, this is his 6th train to Parkchester. This is he made a movie almost like surrounding the events of that. So, like, which is weird that I'm even wearing it today, but I stole this from somebody. Keep it a buck. But anyway, I did. But
I mean, I know that the norm is that you sue, you have to have insurance for these events. So yes, Travis Scott is responsible. His team is responsible for what happens there. That's why you have insurance. Like, we're doing a turkey drive at this venue, and we have to have insurance to cover the people that come and attend this turkey drive, because if something happens under our watch, we are responsible for what happens at that event. So I get that they are responsible for it, but the whole I feel like they're making it seem like it's his fault that it happened and we're suing him. Mm-hmm. And they're making that the headline.
I mean, and they're making it seem like he was the mastermind behind all of the plans. Like, there's not other people that put this together. Like, with his security and with, the promotion team and with the venue. And you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. And even what the sheriff department had a conversation with him, said that it was amicable. It was a good conversation.
See that, and I think that was misleading. I don't like that they put that clip out there. I don't like that I feel like the sheriff's office was trying to have a moment. Or I'm not even gonna say they're trying to have a moment. I think the media tried to twist that up to make it seem like it was more than what it was. He just was talking about the meeting. I think he was just saying that they had a meeting like they normally do. He told them his concerns about the capacity. There was no back and forth. It was an amicable meeting, but they did tell him that there were concerns about the capacity of the.
But there's always concerns about capacity at those types of things.
With the issue was Travis Scott's tweet to his fans before the concert. That's where the issue was coming into play, where he told the people to sneak in anyway, even though it's at capacity, even though the tickets are sold out. Come anyway, sneak this way. My security gonna let you in. And they did. That's where the issue was coming into play.
I still call foul play on that. Even with that, because once again, it's not like he's sneaking people in. Like he on stage,
But if you give your security orders to say, look, if my fans come, let them in. I don't care what the venue say.
Clearly that wasn't what was happening, because they bogarted their way in. So
well, let's give the media credit. Let's give them before. And I'm gonna say this, and I want to have Sade's comment read so we can get a little light shed on this situation, the Ariana Grande situation. But let's give the media its props for doing what the media does, because when the story first dropped, it was what we heard. Kylie safe from this. Then there was like a slight outrage undertone where like, what do you mean she's safe? 8 people died. And then it spun upward from there. And then they wanted to hold Travis responsible for what happened. Because initially it was 8 people died, Kylie safe. Then, like I said, the media did what it did. The media did its job in creating a storm to get the most out of this story that they could. Mm-hmm. They didn't do that with Ariana Grande.
Well, let's be clear. The only media outlet that said that about Kylie was People magazine. It wasn't the mainstream media. It was only one outlet who did that. And
People's not mainstream?
I mean, there wasn't like some 24-hour news cycle doing that. It was one article that posted that.
Because People's major.
Right. But that the mainstream media that has been cycling the most news is surrounding Travis Scott. That was just that one day, that one thing for that one moment. That didn't really get blown up like the rest of the media doing the Travis Scott thing. And yes, Ariana Grande's thing, she did handle it well. Travis Scott also offered to pay for funeral arrangements. He offered to pay for trauma counseling for the people that were there at the event. And he offered to pay for something. He offered to pay for just about everything. He did do that. His video that came out first should not have come out. That whole thing, I don't know what that was. That was just some weird. It was weird.
He tried to get ahead of it. He panicked and tried to get ahead of it. He should have just a written statement would have went way better.
Like Drake did. He should have followed Drake's footsteps because his statement was perfect. But he's seasoned. And he has a great team.
But I mean, and you got to think, man, these newer rappers, man, like they ain't seasoned in that. Like they not taught how to deal with the media.
I can't get
no. I'm not
saying
he's new. I'm saying what I'm saying is he's not seasoned to deal with the media. Is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying give him a pass.
Kylie Jenner, whose mother is.
Okay. But how often do you hear Travis Scott talking to the media?
He don't.
And that's why he shouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying.
He shouldn't have.
And they probably told him to get ahead. Right. They probably said, yo, get ahead of this. When they should have thought about it and waited and then came out. You see what I'm saying?
But because of the kind of artist that he is, he's very fan driven.
Right.
Like there's two kinds of artists. Like Drake is mainstream fan driven. Travis is festival fan driven, so he touches his fans. He got the Fortnite thing like that was mentioned earlier, like that was driven by him and his fans. Like he has like a cult following almost. Like whereas Drake's is like a mainstream, but I mean even though Travis is mainstream too because he's done a lot of big joints, but still, like Travis like is more of a
It's
reach
different.
out and touch his fans kind of person versus Drake
Right.
being, you know.
Because like I mean, yeah, Travis Scott, he's huge. He's huge. I mean, like, yeah, he's huge.
She has the her mother is the manager of all managers. She knows how to spin a story and she know how to be a PR genius.
Oh, I mean, because now think about it. Think about how we was looking at this. Look how we was looking at this thing 2 days ago.
I'm still looking at it that way. I just
how
can't
we're
say
looking
it out loud.
How we looking at it now? Well, as more information comes out, I personally can't blame the cat. So, and I never did. I still can't. I never will be able to blame him because he's not in charge of all of that. It's his name, so you have to take some accountability for it because it is your namesake. But no.
You'd be surprised.
No.
At how
it is strange, Patrick.
Much power these people have. And that's because you're looking at it from a civilian standpoint.
No, he has power because he cut the check. So I'm not saying he don't have power. And
I'm not even talking about that. It's a.
You talking about some other stuff? We're not finna go into that, Didi. Like
that's why I'm not going into it. But I'm telling you, you're making it.
We could if we wanted to, though.
No, but you're talking about this as if it's some normal, everyday lifestyle thing, and it's not.
I'm not. No,
this is a very.
I'm not.
It's a whole different level of stuff that go on over there, and for people to get to the level of Travis Scott, you got to do a whole. When you walk through that door, it's a whole different level of stuff going on behind that door.
It's a lot. It is.
And if you think for 1 second that he had nothing to do with this shit, okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm not sitting here blaming him for all of that. I just personally can't because see what happens is, especially because we sticking to this. We sticking to what we talking about now. These cats get on these levels and nobody wants to tell them no. People that can say no won't say no because it's the money. It's the money. And what I mean by that is it's like 50,000 people there, right? It was 50,000 people there. Think about how much money that is. People paying anywhere from 50 to $1,000. I know it's not because that's the type of the dude did the Super Bowl. Like you don't do the Super Bowl unless you're huge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody is just doing Super Bowls out here. Like, let's be clear. So I know Travis Scott is a huge artist.
This random. Okay.
All right, wait. How do you think this plays out, though? Do you think the FBI thing was just to like add a little Salt Bay seasoning to the story, like so people can kind of like it, little what? That's how I feel. FBI getting involved for what? To check out what? To investigate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is it? He's so DJ P. Now I'm so stupid. What is it? If something's just an accident, some freak accident that just happened at a concert, people just storming a stage or whatever. Hell, Michael Jackson used to have people passing out all the goddamn time at his concert. Right. What is it that happened at this concert that requires the FBI to get involved?
We don't know. And I'm sticking to that.
Stay tuned. And they'll never know.
We'll.
Debbie said she didn't even know who Travis Scott was.
He ain't important. He's the first one. I want to say, is he the first one? I think he's the first artist to have a McDonald's meal, the Travis Scott meal. He was the first one to do that. Yeah.
Right.
I want to try that Meg Thee Stallion hot sauce.
He got the Nike shoes, the J's,
Cactus Jacks.
I mean, Travis Scott,
he's huge.
Especially on the merch and endorsement side, like he's probably one of the biggest, especially rap artists. Yeah, he's one of the biggest.
Kids love
ones.
him. Yeah, his baby mama's a billionaire.
And that Astroworld album came out 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like it's an album that just dropped.
when I
So the
watched,
staying power of his music.
Hold up.
is-
So, yep, In My White Tee. That came out 3 years ago? The
That's
White
been
Tee.
long. That's Travis Scott.
Yeah. Not,
That
you know,
ain't Travis Scott.
yeah, he remade the White Tee song. Yep.
he did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. I really don't know any of his songs, really. My
I
son
know
made me
I-
watch his concert on Fortnite, and I was very impressed.
Oh no, he's an entertainer. Like he's an entertainer. But that's the big thing, and that's why he's able to command such a, you know what I'm saying, a crowd when he performs, because he's an entertainer. I'm not that familiar with his music either, but I have seen his festivals, and the turnouts that he gets when he performs is ridiculous. So here we go. Old cats don't know the young cats song music,
Well, you know, Pete, I'm a DJ.
and that's
So
crazy.
you know all the songs.
Travis Scott,
What's up, LJ?
white tee.
We're gonna go to the next topic. We done with that.
Nah,
We're gonna go
lyrics.
to
Okay.
what we all know. If you look, first of all,
In my
spoiler
white
alert.
tee. Yeah,
If
call
you
up High
have
Williams
not
for the
watched
high fee.
the high,
Please,
if
let's
you
go.
have not watched The Harder They Fall, get off now because we about to talk about it.
First
Get on
off,
right
DJ Phenom, if you don't know that song, Google it. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I should be the DJ. DJ. Get out of here.
now.
DJ
Probably
Dream.
playing Al Green and shit.
All right, right. Now move on.
So, The Harder They Fall. Listen, I'm just gonna say, whatever award you could get for a movie, they need all of them.
Every last one.
Every single one of them. Outstanding. Outstanding. Y'all go ahead. That's all I got.
No, go. You always passing the rock. You always trying to get 30 assists. Get it, just get.
I mean, I don't even know. It was just so good. It kept my attention. I kept stopping it and pausing it because I didn't want it to end. Because I wanted, like, I want something else to watch. Like, I want to watch it tomorrow. I don't want this to end. It was so good. Like, the things that typically don't happen in a movie happened. And you just didn't expect it to happen because you're like, that ain't gonna happen. Like, oh shit. It was, I mean, and to know that these people were playing real people from back in the day, to get a different spin on Black history, and to read about these characters and what they really did, like, it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
I'm on my third watch.
I need to watch
watched
it
it
again
3
because
times.
I feel like I missed something. I don't know. It was just so good. It was.
You didn't see Chadwick Boseman's name on the side of the train the first time.
Shut up.
Yeah. C.A. Boseman is when they're walking, when Trudy and Cherokee Bill are walking this way, it's C.A. Boseman as it passes.
Wow. I mean,
my daughter put me up on that.
And to know that he had a hand in it, man, look.
There's a lot of subliminals in it. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it again. Anyways, I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not entertaining the so-called DJ in here that doesn't know his music. I'm with you, DD.
We talking about The Harder They Fall, man. We can get it.
Yeah, we done with
DJ
that.
Phenom, what are you playing when you DJ? Anyways, so I want to rewatch it again because there are a lot of subliminals in the movie, other than that too as well. So I'm like, oh, I need to watch it again because, you know, sometimes you miss things, because I caught that one. But yeah, they do reference a lot of other people as well. So rewatch it if you haven't. Yeah, rewatch it again because there are a few subliminals. So now you've seen it and you were very entertained. Now watch it for, you know, the content of the subliminals. But it was a great movie. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I first started watching it, I was like, no, I'm not watching this. Y'all not finna traumatize me. Another Black movie with this Trump. No, am I the only one that felt that way in the first scene? Like, as soon as it started,
I had to stop for a minute because I was like,
right. I was like, and of course I don't want to tell, you know, the movie, but I was like, you do this, then you do this? Like, nah, I don't know if I want to watch it. Right. I was like, yo, I'm not doing this. but something told me to keep watching, and I watched it, and I was thoroughly entertained. I really liked the movie. There's a lot of action in it. Lakeith Stanfield, to me, like I loved his character. And, yo, I'm not even like a huge Lakeith Stanfield fan like that, but the way he played Cherokee Bill, you know what I'm saying? Like what the presence that he had, the way he articulated himself with a calm demeanor, but you knew he wasn't taking no ish. Like, yo, that right there, I was like, yo, I rocks with you, Bill. Like, yo, I rocks with you. I rocks with you heavy. I mean, and of course, everyone was very articulate in the movie, right? But that was my favorite character. Was Cherokee Bill. Like, yeah,
He's
I was
an
like that boy.
amazing actor.
Yeah.
So, just off rip, the soundtrack got my attention. Because being a music guy and being a movie guy at the same time, like if I'm not in the gym or I'm not at work, I'm watching movies. Like I watch movies. So when I say that this movie is the best movie I've seen in the last 5 years, this movie knocks out for me. This movie knocks out Marvel movies. This movie knocks out whatever came out that everybody was like, yo, this is the movie. This movie shut all that down because look at the cast of characters. There was such a passing of the baton that a lot of us missed or not. Because if you remember Delroy Lindo in the 90s, he was kind of the Idris in the 90s. He was getting the tough guy roles, the sexy sage older man roles, you know what I mean? And then Idris being that now. But then Lakeith Stanfield being on the come up as the young sage wisdom, like how he presents himself in everything that he's in. So yeah, no, unfortunately. If we're talking about content, listen, we're talking
and
about,
I'm a huge Black Panther fan, like
we're talking about content,
fanatic, obsessed.
content and storytelling. This movie did that.
I agree.
And it did it better than Marvel because Marvel is telling a continuous story, right? From the way back to the now versus one story, one capsule, you were in it from the rip. And when,
it's real
Regina
people.
King told that story about how she defended her sister, blah, 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 my cinematic mind, like literally played. I don't know what none of the people look like. It was like a movie inside of a movie. Me watching her tell that story. Yep. Like, and Regina King nailed that Louisiana accent. She nailed
genius.
It. Like
she need her flowers now.
Today.
She is a genius actress, and they do not give her enough props. First of all, let's just shout her out for playing Riley and what the hell the other one name? Huey. And both of them on the Boondock. She's just a genius. And she don't get enough props.
And that I Googled the Jim Buckworth character. He wasn't that young in real life because he was mad old in real life. But in the movie, him being a teenager kind of made it like the scenes better. Because had he been older, it wouldn't have worked. Like it just the banter, like that banter is just you can't like a lot of that had to be improv because you can't just write that.
Right.
It was such a natural, free flowing conversation.
Cuff.
Oh, Cuffy, yeah.
First of all, it took me to the end of the freaking show to figure out what she played on. I'm like, I know her from something. She played the shit. She played Quita Maxwell on the Tyler Perry's Have and Have Nots. I was like, that's goddamn Quita.
Yeah, she done been in a couple Tyler Perry like shows, flicks, and stuff like that.
She played that. She had to put them heels on. No, she almost killed herself in that damn bank.
Every character did something.
Yeah, they all brought something. So you know what I mean? You look at it and it's not like you like, I could have did without that character, right? Like you look at it and they all brought something. They brought a different type of swag in their character. And it was just like, and then to have a movie that gave them each the stage, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, even Deion Cole, right? He didn't have a huge role, but he still had his chance to shine, right? Like they all had a chance to shine. You know what I'm saying? So I really enjoyed it, and I'm gonna watch it again.
Yes, it's a part of the movie that I didn't like. Since he asked.
Good.
And I don't know why, I just didn't like it. The part where Stagecoach Mary and Treacherous Trudy were fighting. I don't know why I didn't like that scene. I did not like that scene. It didn't seem real. It didn't seem authentic. I don't know. It just didn't. I didn't like it.
You know what? Now, if I'm forced to think about it, that was I don't know how the fight scene could have changed to make me like it, but there were some things I didn't like about the fight scene itself. So
I didn't like it.
if I'm forced to think about it, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it should win all the awards.
No, but that was that to me when I got to that part of the movie is where I was like, y'all about to lose me, and then they came back with the movie like it brought me back. But that was the one part of the movie where they almost lost me, and I was getting like, come on, this is stupid.
I've been playing that song "Black Skin Mile" on repeat. The CeeLo Green song that look it up, "Black Skin Mile." That song is hard. Oh my goodness.
I think that's the song that caught my attention. I was like, that's CeeLo.
It's CeeLo Green though. I mean, you know, the South got something to say always. You feel me?
But you know, CeeLo done pissed some people off in the last year.
What'd he do? He did something?
He said something about you gotta watch the interview. He said something about women in the industry. Women don't make good music. Something about women not being relevant or some shit. I don't know. CeeLo, shut up. He said something he shouldn't have said, and it made the internet go wild. It was pretty bad. Yeah.
No, I missed that one. But CeeLo music hard. I don't know.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was on that he was on a reality show with his wife and
Okay. Hey man, if y'all ain't seen it, go watch that.
Please run the numbers up on that one. Run the numbers.
Watch it with your kids. Watch it with your kids. Make them appreciate it.
Yeah, and give them the background on the character
of our history. Facts.
Give
him I'm not watching that with my son. Sorry.
Well, he's too little.
Right.
It's tiny. You can be like, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
You know.
Oh, that's gory.
I ain't got grown kids, Wayne. Sorry.
I understand, bro. I don't know why you coming to me. Her kid's older than mine. Her kid's older than mine. See what I'm saying? I don't understand.
You made the comment.
All right, man. Next topic. Jeez.
Okay, we're gonna go on to the next topic.
This guy.
So we're gonna talk about the Summer Walker album.
No,
I'm gonna read a snippet from a post that I thought that I could relate to.
I'm gonna head out on this one.
Oh.
Okay.
I listened to only 4 songs on this album. I had to turn that shit off because I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm listening to this bullshit. Because this ain't what I do. This ain't my life. I can't do this. Bitch, get a journal, write that shit down. I don't know. This is not it. Maybe I'm too old. I don't know. But I'm gonna read it.
Sad.
It was too much. It was too much.
You too old to be sad about niggas? Like,
girl, bye.
I think I'm too old to be sad over some niggas like she is.
That's
the whole generation, though.
And I ain't about to be writing no whole album about no one nigga. She lost her mind. So this is what the post that I read. If my girl watching and she know I'm reading her post, this is because this was perfectly said. She said, I refuse to listen to that Summer Walker album. Once again, a woman singing about bums they picked to have babies with and blaming him. Didn't he have like 3 baby mamas before her? Makes no sense. You decided that he was good enough to get you, and now you want to cry about the same thing every song. Her fan base gotta be broken to listen to that depressed music. I can't relate to having a baby with a bum. Take that L and move on, ladies. That's trash music, and it's triggering. That music will make you hate men even more. Healing would be better. Perfect.
Ladies, if you listen to Summer Walker, you're not trying to love us like we need to be loved. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to embrace us. You're not trying to embrace our heart. You're not trying to heal the wounds on the fleshy parts of our innards. You're not trying to do that.
And the fact
you're not trying to
that
rub our heads and let us know it's going to be better.
The fact that this said baby daddy got credit on the entire album because he is London on the track, meaning every track, and has writing credit on every track on the freaking album. Girl, go have a seat. Nobody got time for that.
She make
It
women
was
want to
a
sage their entire life.
horrible album. I could not listen to 4 songs. I forced myself to get to 4. It's 20 songs on the album. Who is no,
That's a lot of
ma'am.
sad.
And they like, yes, bitch, yes, because I can feel this. I understand. I went through it.
No, you don't.
Choose better. Make better
Yo,
choices.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I feel like when I look at the age group that champions her music, I look at the age group. Like, I look at how they maneuver, how they carry themselves, who they choose to be around. It's like a sad sister circle. Like, they just be sitting around, just being sad sisters together. And it's like you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't understand.
like, go smoke some weed.
Way. It ain't no way in hell. First of all, in her case, she had every opportunity to understand how trash he was, if that's the case, if he's really trash. All the baby mamas try to warn her. No, I'm gonna do this, and man,
I'm different.
they listen. Let's focus on feeding Bubbles, the baby. They call her Bubbles.
That's the baby's name?
I don't know, but they call her Bubbles. The folks was concerned because she was feeding the baby protein shakes. I'm just saying. And the baby was malnutrition, and the baby just as pretty as she could be, but the baby was hungry. Let's just focus on that and leave London on his track. Okay.
Do you notice a trend of that though in today's music targeting? Well, first of all, I've always had it out that there was a plot to divide Black men and women anyway, because when Taylor Swift is out here making sad white girl music, these white niggas still getting laid. They happy high-fiving each other on the dude. You hear that new Taylor Swift album? Yeah, Jenny's coming over tonight. Still gonna smash, haha. But we get scared when our girl got the Summer Walker album on repeat. It's like, I'm about to sleep on the couch. Like 3
You
months.
want to know why?
No.
It's because that's our culture.
What you mean?
Musically, that's our culture. For white people, music is not their culture. It's their entertainment. It's a difference. You see what I'm saying? You listen for entertainment. You don't listen to it to trauma bond, because that's what we do. We trauma bond. You know what I'm saying? So people listen to that Summer Walker music, and it's like, yeah, girl, all these niggas ain't shit. Whereas they can listen to that music, and it's just like, oh wow, that was entertaining. Like, that was a good song. Okay, you ready to go to brunch, girl? Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that stems from a whole lot of stuff. Because if you go back generations and generations to the cotton fields, that music is what bonded us. When our only free time was, we got to sing hymnals together and bond that way. So music was healing to us. Music was our life. Music was our culture. That's how we did things together. So it's a deep-rooted thing. Music is us. That's how we created. White people, I ain't gonna say that.
No, say it.
I gotta stop saying this shit.
No.
I was gonna say white people were made in the lab. I'm joking.
All of them?
I don't know. Maybe.
I thought LeBron was made in the lab. I used to think that.
No, they weren't in the Bible. But anyway, but no, like he said, white people.
You can't but no from there. It's about some but no. You can't but no from there.
Oh, well, just saying. No, but white people literally, like Adrian said, they just use it. Like, it's literally entertainment for them. Yeah. They don't even connect with music that way.
Right. It's true.
That's not their real life. Like, Black people use this as instruction to do things. They actually follow this stuff. The trends that Black people set, other Black people follow. So if you put it in a song, most likely the culture is going to follow it. That's
Do you feel
why.
like that's what Mary J. Blige was doing last generation? Like she was like last generation Summer Walker because she was always thinking about a
Yes.
breakup and
Listen,
some
put a
Harlem
Mary J. song
dude.
on in this house right now. What? That's why you instantly feel what you felt back then. You instantly go back into that mood that you. It's certain songs that you may not like just because of what you felt back then.
It's the nostalgia of it, right? Think about it. We connect to music. Think about there's a song that if it came on right now, it'll make you smile. We all have that music, right? That I don't care what your mood is, it'll make you smile. It'll make you happy. You know, it'll lighten up your day. So you know what I'm saying? It's deep in us. That's where we come from. And I think that once we realize that, it makes it a whole lot better. That's why music is totally different for us. And that's how you can put messaging in music for us, is because it's deeply rooted in us. It's a difference.
And that's how big corporations realize that. So they connected and they're like, oh, I can make some money off this. If I can get this rapper to connect to my brand, and Black people are the bigger consumers, of course. Let me go ahead and get that.
I was legit just singing that song.
Yeah.
I was just singing that song yesterday. It was on the 90s R&B playlist on Google. I was your lover and your secretary.
He ready to burn his shit up.
Working every day of the week. Was at the job when no one else was there, helping you get on your feet.
Let me tell you, when that
11
song came
years?
out, when that movie came out, look, I almost killed myself trying to smoke a cigarette like Angela Bassett. Almost died. I hacked up every lung. Listen, I'm telling you, the influence that music has on Black people. I thought I was Angela Bassett. I was like, this nigga done kissed me. Almost died. I took one puff. I thought my life was over. I'm like, how y'all do this?
It's so get my bag put on End of the Road.
Oh my God!
What? I hop
Philly,
right in my
stand up.
duffel. I get full Wanye Morris on y'all.
Philly, stand up.
Y'all do not want to see that.
Philly, stand up.
Facts.
Yeah. Look, R. Kelly music. I know for a fact I made my daughter off a 12 play. I know I did. I know I did. Look, crazy.
You know what's weird though? Like after all the allegations and all this, when I listen to R. Kelly's music, I don't know who he's singing to. Like when I really think about, like he's not like, oh, 25-year-old woman. Like it's always just general girl. Like hold on, bro. Like who
you ain't got to know, but you know now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not even comfortable. Only song I sing is I Believe I Can Fly. I love that song. It uplifts my spirits. I don't feel guilty listening to that.
R. Kelly is a genius. I mean,
he's a definite genius.
Right. Outside of all that, I don't
definite genius.
But he's a genius. He the way he put his songs together and the way he words them. And like you said, if you go back and listen, you like, I think he's singing to a little girl. Like, no, but in the moment, if you're not like dissecting it and really thinking about it like that, right? Like you're not thinking that.
Because you're not a pedophile, so you don't think that way.
Right.
You just think it's a great song.
Some of his references, you're like, this is Kitty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're like, this is Kitty. And so, but I mean, of course, in the time, you know, it didn't resonate.
We were kids.
Yeah, you're right. In the 90s, we were kids. So
and the biggest consumers of music are kids.
Well, hold up. Now, it was older people that loved them some R. Kelly too, so I can't say that.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yes, but when you're talking music consumption, kids are the people who consume them, like download, stream, buy music. So that's your biggest audience. So he knew who to play to.
Yeah.
Mama, take me to this concert. I want to go see R. Kelly.
I don't see nothing wrong. See, it's all that. All that at the party. You know what I'm saying? Don't grind on me in no corner. I'm gonna hold you there until you know what? Forget it.
They don't even dance no more in the club.
Seriously.
We about to move on to a red flag because red flags been flashing all over the internet. Red flags everywhere. All you see is red flags. So how about, is it a red flag if a woman doesn't like the term submissive? Is that a red flag? What y'all think?
May I, real quick, and I'll lob it right to you. It should be a red flag if a man uses the word submissive, but isn't a man that a woman should submit to. You can't just be running around throwing out red flag. You can't be running around throwing out submissive. If you a slouch, if you're not a man of worth, a man of means, if you're not a stand-up guy, if your intentions are not, you can't even expect. I know that wasn't the question. You can't even expect
exactly, Mr.
submissive.
Jackson. But keep going, Mr. Jackson.
I said I was going to lob it right to you.
Go ahead. No, keep going, Mr. Jackson. Keep going.
I went just like that. Good.
Woman pondering. Even though this is pandering. You got it.
Because I do ponder on women sometimes too.
Pondering.
I do
you know
ponder
what I
on
meant.
some women sometimes.
He see the red flag. He said, "You know what? I'm finna get some shine on this one. I'm finna throw men up under the bus, even though it ain't about men right now."
I didn't throw men up under the bus because you are not up under that bus, Adrian. You are a stand-up guy and you are a man of means. So you are not even in the discussion of men that I was talking about.
Oh, I know I'm not in that. But
far too often, the men who cause those women to have red flags about the word submissive are men who shouldn't be asking for submission.
Good. That's what I'm talking about, Dexter. Go ahead.
Did you call him Dexter?
Go ahead, Mr. Jackson.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't have nothing to say no more. Go ahead, Didi.
Yes, you do.
No, well, I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna kind of repeat what I said last week about being a wife. You don't take that off and put it on. Ain't no changing who and what you are. If you're submissive, you're just submissive. If you're choosing the wrong guy, that's on you. Being submissive is not a costume. And it shouldn't be offensive because if you're in a relationship with somebody, your primary duty to each other is to serve and to submit to whatever it is each other needs. Submissive is not a bad thing. If you are truly in love with somebody, it's just what it is. You just submit to them. And it shouldn't be something that makes you feel less than. If you've been dealing with some busters, that's on you. That's your problem. You picked them. If he ain't worthy of submitting to, that ain't got nothing to do with your ability or willingness to submit. You should always be a wife, no matter who you come in contact with, no matter what the situation is, that person should never change who you are. That's all I got.
So it's funny. I was told that because I was having this having this conversation about the guys women choose and guys that women end up being with, making their babies daddies. I was told that it's easier, and this was from a woman, that it's easier for a woman to be with quote unquote bums because bums tend to give you the attention that you want, the time that you want. They usually chase you harder than a man of substance. They said it's just harder to be with a man of substance because he has expectations, right? These are things that you would expect would be no-brainers, right? But it's easier to be with said bum because they pretty much do what they want to do, how they want to do it with said bum. But being with a man that has a lot going on, you're not his, quote unquote priority, especially not in the beginning, because hey, he has to work. He usually has priorities and responsibilities. It's easier to be with bum because the bum is going to center himself around you.
What the hell is she doing that she needs somebody to be around her all that much? She ain't got nothing to do either. She sound like a bum.
I think that sometimes, it's like, oh, I want a man with all of this, but a lot of times women don't want a man with all of that because he can't. A lot of women want to be the center of attention. It's that princess syndrome that they've been taught. And so when you're not that center of attention, sometimes it's hard for women. It's hard for them when they're not the center of attention in a man's life. They think that you don't care, you don't love them. Didi, you come on now, you know it.
But the crazy part is when you make him the center of attention, he makes you the center of attention. It's a give and take thing. Like when you treat a man like a king, he literally makes you his priority.
I get that.
Like most men don't ever. The reason why that stupid ass princess mentality is there is because they're craving for that because nobody's giving it to them for a long period, consistent time. So if you're not giving a man something that he needs, he's not going to give you what you want. But women were primarily put on the planet to be a helpmate.
But think about it, Didi. Said bum, guys that don't have much going on, they're gonna make you the center of their time right off the bat. You see what I'm saying? Because they probably can't get somebody like you, and they know that, so they're gonna be going extremely hard in the paint instead of it being like a gradual thing. Okay, we getting to know each other, we feeling each other out. Like they going for the gusto right out the gate. And so when you have that type of energy around you, even though you have this guy that has a lot more going on in his life, this guy is more stand up. This energy that he's bringing to the table, especially in the beginning, because we know this only happens in the beginning until they get what it is that they want. That's the energy that you're used to that makes it hard for you to really give yourself to this other guy because why? This other guy isn't calling you all day long. You know what I mean? Because he got things that he needs to do and handle. And so you're not the center of attention right off the bat. So you like questioning, does he really care about me? Does he really want to be with me? And it's like, yeah, he just getting to know you. Just like you're getting to know him. But yeah, he not going all the way. He's not coming out the gate like blowing me up. Like some women like to be blowed up. Like,
yeah, I can't relate. So
I do want to say even the addressing of the word submissive in a conversation is unnatural because you don't find out. That's not even a word most people use on a day-to-day basis. It kind of just comes up in interaction. Like if something occurs and a submissive woman might respond this way versus one who isn't willing to be submissive might respond that way. Like, I'll give an example. You ever ask a woman for like something to drink? Water, whatever it is. You go to visit a woman, you ask for something to drink. And she might be standing up, but still look at you, give you the double take like, just ask me. You get her something to drink? But then you get that one woman who you won't even get the opportunity to ask before she's already like, do you want something to drink? It's like, man, I wasn't even thinking about nothing to drink, but I thank you, yes. And then now, because you remember that she did that, now you almost can't wait for your opportunity to show her that same level of consideration. Mm-hmm. Like you can't wait. Like you might take out her trash because you see it full. You know what I'm saying? I've lived that. These are true life events. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like so submission is such an unspoken thing. It's not a so you finna be submissive to me? Like it's an unnatural discussion. It's in the interactions, and you can tell right away if you're not about to get that. You can tell right away if you're not about to get that.
You know, I find it funny how women require men to come into any situation with like they need to be ready for everything. Like they gotta have it all. And I'm not even talking just material things. Like they need to be all the way put together and ready for everything. And they need to be able to provide everything. And like whatever I say is wrong with you, you need to be able to fix it right now and do it right now, and everything need to be perfect. But women don't find that needs to be a requirement for them. Like women literally come into things thinking that they're perfect.
Why is
and
that?
they don't need to work on anything.
What you say? Say it again. I heard you, but I want you to say it again.
Women really come into situations, relationships, whatever, like they're perfect, and they don't need to work on anything. And I'm speaking from a place of experience because I used to come into things that way. Like, whatever, any man would want me. What you mean? Like, I ain't got to work on nothing. I'm good. I'm perfect. Until I found somebody that was, number one, willing to call me on my shit, hold me accountable, and stand by me while I fixed it and help me fix it. A lot, like seriously, women really be out here, and I'm going to have to blame men for 1 second, because what happens is a lot of men, they take mediocrity because they can sleep with a woman. They accept it, and they're like, whatever, hell, I can sleep with her. I'm good. I'm cool with that.
And I'll double down on what you just said. Most dudes be so like enthralled with the idea that a woman has chosen them, because it's such a barren wasteland for dudes sometimes. Not all of us. Some of us. Barren wasteland. They walking across they walking across the dusty plains like the Book of Eli, looking for somebody to give them looking for somebody to give them some attention. As soon as they get it, this woman don't do nothing. But it's like, oh, she done chose me, so no, man.
And they're doing a disservice to women who are great people, but they haven't been held accountable and their feet haven't been held to the fire. So they're out in the world like really thinking that they the shit. And I seen a meme the other day, and it says, do you really think that you can't get whatever man that you want because you ain't the woman that you think you are?
Ooh. 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 I don't know the song, so I can't. I just seen it on TikToks, and they do that.
Because you can get a man. Most women can. But can you get the man that you want?
Probably. I think that, once again, that goes to show that some women, I'm sorry, ladies, but some of y'all think that y'all are more than what y'all are. And
that's fact.
It's sad because we all know that. And guys, we talk about it, like, on the low, like, yo, who she thinks she is? Like, she's like 5. Like,
but because men sleep with her, she thinks she's more because they sleep with her. So we really gotta separate this thing. Low-hanging fruit, I'm just trying to smash. High value woman, I gotta actually put in some work because she actually requires it.
And the crazy thing about most dudes, they don't understand that woman that requires more work is actually benefiting you. Do you know how much, like, you get the opportunity to spread your wings and show what you're capable of, growing in the process, and you become a better man. Even if you don't get that woman, you become a better man for somebody else, because you might not be the one. You might not be the man that she needs. Become a better man for somebody else.
Yes. That's it right there. That's it. Yeah. But I do think that word submissive is a huge red flag. Well, first of all, it's a triggering word. I've seen it all over social media, all over posts, and women get heated. They get heated about that word. And I really think it really stems from just a lack of experience with a great man because of their bad choices. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. And that's why we need to go back to letting daddies pick the husbands. These women don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't know.
No, so
don't.
the funny thing is, like,
I'm
I know Didi said it as a joke, but I'm with you. Like, even I feel like, yeah, I know this, it's a new age, but I really feel like we should play a part in who our children are with. I would definitely talk to another family and be like, hey, you're a great family. We're a great family. That's what other cultures do.
Oh my God. Can we start with my daughter, please? Sorry.
Y'all don't want to touch that. Y'all don't want to touch that comment right there.
I'm gonna talk to you about. I'm gonna talk to you about that little comment you just made, Didi.
I haven't seen it. I'm serious.
I'm gonna talk to you about that little comment you made, Didi.
What comment?
That you just said, but we'll talk after.
Wait a minute. Let me put this comment up here.
Okay.
Do you think black women have a problem with that more than other races? Being submissive, is that what we're talking about? If that's what we're talking about, absolutely. But
why?
Black, but because I always got to go back because the black culture is so different than other cultures in the history and what we've been through. We've been conditioned and set up to where we don't think we need a man because the men been taken out of the house. The system has told us we don't need a man. That's why they made them move out of the house. They made the government our man. Give us some food stamps, a little check, a little housing. We don't need no man, right? They haven't done that to other cultures. They didn't separate the families. They didn't put other people's husbands on the chopping block to go out on the slave trade block to get sold and separate families like they did us. So it's a systemic thing that's been happening to us, but it's just something that we have to fix. Like we haven't figured out how to take that out of the ingrained being of black people. We're still living that way. Like, I mean, most of us probably know somebody in our family that's still living in the Section 8 house, that's still getting food stamps, that's still getting assistance, that still can't have their baby daddy, husband, whoever, live in the house with them. They can't do it. Because if they do, they lose their assistance. And that said, baby daddy, whoever probably went to prison because they got caught up in the system. They can't get a job. It's all in the system. It's all systemic. It was all set up that way. So the cycle just continues to go on and on and on and on and on. You got to break the cycle.
But I will say this also to touch on Sade's point from another cultural standpoint. I've seen, because I've lived amongst the whites, so I can speak on this. I did that for you. I did it for you. That's why I did it for you.
You don't never come with me.
As soon as you smiled and put your head down, I knew I did it for you. Just know I love you. That's why I make the jokes I make. Now, I've lived amongst the whites. They're peculiar people in the sense that there'll be a man that ain't nearly a quarter of the man. I mean, this man is emotionally unavailable. He's not loving with his words or his actions, but he brings the check home for the wife to disperse as it's supposed to be. That alone has, for some reason, amidst all the negatives, he might be an alcoholic, verbally abusive, verbally assaultive, but he works 70 hours a week, brings that money home. He'll sit on his little Barca lounger with his little bush light, watching Fox News, not ignoring his children, ignoring the ignoring the needs and wants of his wife, but he brought the money home. So he's like, I brought the money home. Leave me alone. Bush light. But that dinner, bet you that dinner's on the table. Bet you his lunch bucket is filled to the brim with all his favorite snacky snacks for the next day. Bet you his coffee hot in the morning.
Because she got that check.
But a man who attunes, you might get a man from another race who attunes to all of the needs of his woman. Can't get that same kind of care because whatever the reason. I've watched it. I've been like that, yo, like will openly berate his wife in front of other men and their wives. And they just white boys are something.
Oh, I know.
White boys are something. The older ones, the middle-aged ones, they something. Like
I know.
But they bring the check home. And they take care of the basic needs. You got a roof over your head, you got money to spend, you got your little car, you get your little 2021 lease, whip, whatever you want to do. Leave me the hell alone. I'm gonna be over here. When I want to bust a nut, I'll find you. Maybe not. I might take care of it myself.
But and that, they also look at things. They don't look at things on a scale of love. They look at things on a scale of generation. How can I set up my generation to be better? How can I pass this on? They don't really care about your feelings. They look at that constantly, making sure their kids and those kids and those kids and those kids, like making sure the family name is good, the generation after you was good, and the generation after you was good, like setting that foundation. They don't look at anything else because the family name is what matters to them. Anything else? Bitch, you better be lucky you got the name.
I said that in the beginning, Sade. That was the first thing I said. Adrian told me I was pandering, so I stopped talking. He silenced me.
But my issue with that statement is, why are you with a man that you don't respect?
Ooh.
Do it again.
We got to stop. We like, seriously. There should never be a time that your submissiveness is in question. Because why would you even entertain a man that you don't respect?
Word. Sure.
Because that seriously continues to be the narrative. Well, if he's this way, then I'll be that way. No, he should already come in that way. He shouldn't even be allowed in your atmosphere unless he brings that to you. That
Dexter,
shouldn't even
you
be
got something to add?
negotiable.
Nope.
It shouldn't even be negotiable.
Then I got nothing.
Then them women need to take up with themselves. Them women need to figure out what they doing that's allowing these men in their circle, to either enter them, their space, or their being, to even come close to them. Like the onus has to be on the woman. Can't no man come near me that's disrespectful or that's not worthy of being next to me. Unless I allow him to. And then I don't get to say, oh, well, he wasn't. No, I picked him. Shit, I got to suck it up. I chose him. I got to deal with it. I don't get to blame him.
That's a good segue.
So, yes, it is. Because the next topic, y'all really about to be mad at me about this.
That's a good segue. Your segue skills, that's legend. That's top notch right there.
So if a woman is not willing to go 50-50 and a man is paying all the bills, she doesn't really cook. She doesn't want sex as much as him. She isn't inspiring and motivating him. Then what does he need her for? Because we keep hearing this topic about this 50-50 thing. And a lot of women do not feel that. They like, I ain't going 50-50. That's like having a roommate. What I need a man for? I'm like, but okay.
Well, one, I mean, a big issue is I feel you just kind of touched on it a little bit in the last topic. We don't look at it from the standpoint of building together to build the family and the legacy that we want to continue as far as going forward. It's about what can you do for me? Because once again, now this is coming back full circle. Because when you even listen to the music that is created for us, right? It goes to this, like, what can you do for me? What can you do for me? How are you going to make me feel? It's all about that. It's not about building, growing, taking care of this family. You know what I'm saying? Setting down a foundation for their kids and their kids and their kids to have something more. Some people don't want to pay 50-50. Like, that's the easiest way for us to build wealth together. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, oh no. But like you just said, you don't want to go 50-50, right? You don't really cook. You don't want sex as much as him. You're not motivating and inspiring him. You're a side piece.
Yeah, you ain't even a side piece. The shit, a side piece want to have sex a
Right.
lot.
You're not even, yeah, you're just someone he taps when he needs a scratch, you know, itch. His itch scratched.
I don't get it. Like, I don't know.
And then you wonder why you can't get in a relationship. I'm just saying. Yeah.
I don't know why we're so unwilling to meet each other in the middle. I don't know what the unwillingness to compromise. I don't know where that comes from. Like, I
don't
can't
either.
wrap my mind around it.
Me either.
Like,
Nah, I'm not meeting.
Why are we always jockeying for position with one another, but can't do so in the marketplace where it matters? It doesn't make sense.
It's like,
It doesn't make sense at all.
it's literally like this conversation, the 50-50 thing is literally like we're pitting against each other. Like, not even against, the women are like, no, I ain't, like, I'm competing with him. He better take care of me. What? We on the same team. We're supposed to be together. How is this a competition? How is this a competition? We trying to build together, but unless I pay for everything, we can't do nothing. That makes no sense at all. None.
But the thing is, like, we blame our lack of elevation in society on outside entities, but really we're just doing it from the inside because of the mindset that we have towards one another. That's what it all boils down to.
Yeah.
Like what? Seriously. Like, if you're in a 2-income home, let's say both of us make $55,000 a year. We split the bills 50-50. Just like Adrian said, that's the easiest way to build wealth. Now we can take this that had I been paying it, because what are you doing with your money?
Right.
If I pay it all, what are you doing with your money?
Saving it in case we break.
That's like, you can't come in with an exit strategy. This ain't the club.
Yeah, that's the part. That's another topic right there. That right there.
Exit strategy.
Yes. Yes. That's an issue. That's an issue.
Use you up.
Like, that's nuts.
But that's the thing though, because let's be clear. Like, have you well, I'll still use you in the past. You know, were you ever in a relationship with a young lady, right? And it seemed like, yo, you was always broke. Like, you're like, bro, like, I'm spending like, I can't keep no money in my pocket, right? It's because of the type of woman that you're with. You know what I'm saying? You're paying for everything, you're doing everything. She never going in her pocket, and it seemed like, yo, like, I'm always spending bread. And then y'all split up, and it's like, yo, I'm saving a lot of money. Like, some women are wormholes, man. Like, for real. They not helping you grow, not helping you be better. They just taking from you.
I'll quote the great Earthquake. Man. He said, grown women show you where to put your money. Little girls show you where to spend your money. Oh, child, listen. I don't know. This generation is a little different. They have mastered the art of not caring and using you before you use them. They've mastered the art of fear in every relationship, friendship, and everything. And they use self-preservation as the first order of business. And they just have no emotions unless it is self-centered. It's nothing that, like, they don't care about anybody. They don't have any empathy. They're just selfish people. And they they look at relationships as games. So,
and these little boys out here scared.
Yeah, because I actually think that I think that the guys really be wanting real
Sometimes.
relationships.
They do.
But like they like I actually went to a conference and the boys were on stage. They were like 13, 14, 15 years old. And most of them said that they got in trouble because they were trying to impress a girl or a girl hurt their feelings and they just got cold because they were trying to be true and faithful to the girl and the girl broke their heart. And they said they don't care no more because they tried and the girls treated them like shit. And these was kids. I'm like,
It's gonna be worse for them because they live in a pleasure principle is A1 now. Like when I go random places and I see girls just in random spots set their phone up on the ground, doing a TikTok dance, and there's like boys around to interact with. And I mean, even if the interaction isn't romantic, it doesn't have to be.
right, just socialize.
Any
interpersonal skills.
like, now I'm gonna do this TikTok dance over here. The boys over there talking to each other.
Because I got to get my followers up.
I don't know. Like everything is an internal breakdown of the fibers. It's not coming from the outside like people think. It never is. It is at times. But all they got to do is get us wound up. We'll do the rest.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's sad. It really is.
No. I'm too old for this shit. Well, we're gonna go to the last topic because we've been on here for a minute. And this one might get Wayne wound up, y'all. So y'all get ready.
You want to save this one?
You want to save it?
You want to save this one? Because we can save it.
Okay,
we can leave with that next time.
Okay.
You feel me?
We'll save it.
Yeah, we'll leave with that next time.
Well, y'all let us know what y'all. We really appreciate y'all for tuning in for this long. The people who did stay on. Let the folks know what y'all got going on coming up for this week. Shout it out.
So yeah, man, the same old with your boy, dropping the videos, if you need some help with developing, and personal development, all that good stuff, man, holla at your boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's about it, man. Still waiting on this baby to show his head. So that's like, for me, I ain't trying to do too much because I know that once he say I'm here, I got to switch up the game, right? And it's all about him. So I ain't trying to take on too much right now. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Book dropping soon. Yep. Right before Christmas. Stocking stuffer. Holla at your boy.
Hey.
I'm just collaborating with some people, brand building. That's pretty much it. Just trying to get in a position to be who I see myself as when I look in the mirror every day. That's pretty much it. Shout out to 6th Trader Parkchester. It's a dope project. It's a dope movement. So I definitely want to shout him out. Jason Swain. But yeah, just collaborating with folks, just trying to become a better Wayne. You know what I'm saying? It's coming.
World. Excellent.
Nope. Absolutely not.
I'm sorry.
No to that. How about you, D? Because right there, man. Make it brief now. It's Wayne's World. Really? Nah, go ahead. What you got?
So I got my calendar will be out November 18th after so much grief. Let me tell you, it was the worst experience ever trying to get this calendar made. But it's almost done. It's almost here. It'll be here November 18th. So I'll have it on my website to order. I'll send a link out eventually. I think everybody will love it. I've been getting lots of requests for pictures and posters, and I'm like,
personal collection, right?
Get this damn calendar and leave me alone. Yeah, well, because I only dropped the one picture from the last photo shoot, so I put them all in one calendar plus some additional photos. We just shot my artist video, Me, Myself, and I. It's going to be such a dope video. It's highlighting mental health, so it'll be dropping hopefully Friday. The single will be dropping Thursday. We'll be at the Revolt Summit in Atlanta on Thursday and Friday. His promo truck will be outside the summit on Friday. He'll be auditioning for the Be Heard initiative at the summit. So hopefully he will be a finalist there. He's going to win the competition. Grand prize $10,000. And of course, the core queen is always working out, looking for clients. If you want to be a part of my team, holla at your girl. The core queen, just Google me, type me in on any platform, you'll find me. And then we also have my artist, third annual turkey giveaway. We give away 100 turkeys to 100 families. TVs, laptops, gift cards, basketballs, trophies, all that stuff. November 21st, Rock Hill, South Carolina, Northside Recreation Center. The Core Queen sponsors that, and we have a lot of other sponsors. Shout out to Freddie Lee Jones III, who sent some sponsorship in today, and some other sponsors that are coming in and volunteers. It's a huge event, so please tap in if you can volunteer, come out and help us. If you can send some money, you can DM me. I'll send you the information to send some donations. And I think that's about it. And I think I might do a angel tree, so stand by for that. I'll send out the information if you want to donate or sponsor an angel. I usually do it for a foster care agency. They haven't been responding to my calls, so I'm gonna try to do it for my hometown, Bristol, PA. Send some kids some gifts for the holidays. That's all I got. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. The Battle Buddies. Y'all tune in next week. Next week will be our last show for the season. We're gonna take a little hiatus and we're gonna come back with some fire for season 2 of the Battle Buddies. And we'll holler at y'all next week. Thank you.